Hello everyone, and welcome back to another book review in my incredibly hot car, even though the window is open, or the door is open. I'm still dying a little bit, so we're gonna make the best of it. Today I'm going to be reviewing Street Graphics Tokyo by Barry Dawson. So this book, let's start with my library has a very comprehensive collection of art and graphic design and everything in that kind of category of books, and I really enjoyed them. I just like getting them out and leafing through them and seeing and being exposed to a wide variety of different art disciplines. And it's been something I've been really getting into lately and really enjoying. Another one of my weird hobbies, I guess you could say, or sometimes when I'm bored or when something comes up at work, a new place I never heard of, I like going to Google and I like going to the Street View and just walking through streets. And I mean, I'll do this with places in the country I live in too. It's by no means like just places that I've never been to or never had the opportunity to go through. I just like going on the Google Street View and seeing things from like the street level. It's like not quite traveling, but it's kind of that in between. I like seeing the street level of all of the stuff that goes on in the city, the day-to-day, not just like the tourist guide that has like the museums or the gardens or the tourist destinations that you need to see, but like the real nitty-gritty day-to-day life. And I just love doing that. I've spent so much time on Google Maps just in that street view looking around. So yeah, I thought this vibe might be similar because it's Street Graphics Tokyo. And it was. This book is pretty short and pretty quick. It definitely focuses on, I mean, for street graphics, they're kind of like zoomed in, but it's just little snippets of, I guess, mostly Tokyo. Well, it is Tokyo. I don't know why I said it is Tokyo. Just like snippets of the different designs that are in the city, and it's pretty short. But I thought it was very interesting, and it was fun to read through and look through. Now, one thing to remember is this was collected or put together or published in 2001, so this is about 20 years old at this point, and I think things are definitely different. But I approached this book with the idea that this is how Tokyo was in 2001, 20 years ago. So I'm kind of getting like a capsule of Tokyo and the graphics on the street level view of Tokyo at this time. The graphics are divided into different categories, so you kind of have a little bit of organization throughout here. However, there's not really a whole lot of text throughout it. You might get a little bit, but then you're just moving right on. It's really mostly pictures and the actual graphics that are being discussed, which I really liked. Some of the things I would have liked to have a little bit more in-depth discussion about it, just because there were some interesting cultural things in here, but I don't know if that's the purpose of this book. This purpose is just kind of like an exploration and introduction to the street graphics of Tokyo, which I think it did sufficiently well. But remember, if you do get this book, to keep in mind that it is about 20 years old at this point, so it's kind of more like a time capsule of what Tokyo was like in 2001, and that's just, when you're making a book like this, there's no way to avoid that aging aspect of the book, I don't think, because you're just dealing with something that's going to change throughout time. So you're going to have to keep that in mind, but I really enjoyed this. I would give it a 3-star. I had an enjoyable time, kind of had that same vibe of like exploring a new place, but you can do it from the comfort of your couch. So I thought this was really enjoyable. I think I saw online that this Barry Dawson man has done these books for other places like India, which I think would also be very interesting to get out. I would love to see one of these for many different places, many big cities. I think it would be very interesting, and it's a cool concept, something I never really thought of before until I saw it on the shelf, and I'm glad I checked it out and gave it a read. If this sounds interesting, please let me know. If you've read this, please let me know. Other than that, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day.